Greetings for color fans, and welcome back here to Metarog's channel. And I just wanted to make this will be a shorter vid, which is rare for me, right? But this past Sunday I went to the Clifton Comic Show in Clifton, New Jersey. My wife wanted to visit a friend, and she lived in Hackensack, so it was about a 10-minute drive from there to the con. So I was there right around a little bit after like 10:15. There was already a bunch of people there. This is a not purely, but 90% comic book show. There were some other, pops and things like that, figures, but vast majority comic books. And I've had some good success there in the past. Didn't find a lot of the stuff I was kind of looking for, but I did find some cool stuff. Found something for a couple people that I'm going to be sending comics to. I'm not going to say who or under what circumstances, but I'm working on a couple trades. Okay, so before I forget, this Saturday at 2 o'clock on the Gray Man's channel, I'll leave the link to his channel below, is going to be the 200th episode of Cover Slingers. I'll be on there. The theme is archery. I only had one archery themed comic with me, so I hunted the dollar bins there, and I found 4 more so that I could participate. So if you want to come celebrate with us, show up on the Gray Man's channel, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's always a fun time over there during Cover Slingers, and I'll be there. Probably have little chance to win, but we'll see. All right, so almost all of these are dollar books. There are a couple $2 ones. I'll see if I can remember which ones there are. This was definitely $1. Good find here, I thought. Lone Ranger 12 center. I should have looked up the number inside, but really cool. But the Lone Ranger looks like leading a cavalry, right? Don't know what regiment that is, but really neat. Look, almost like painted cover there. So yeah, this will be going to somebody soon. All right, what else? This one, I believe, was a $2 one, and I already have this one, but it is hard to find Dell superhero title Nuclear. This is number 3 with those whale submarines. And again, this is going to be going to somebody. I have this earmarked for somebody. And then this was a $1 find. I don't know why I picked it up. I just figured it was just a beautiful cover. Romance comic here. Secret Romance number 15, Charlton, with a receive stamp up there, as you can see. It's a little bit warped, but I will press this out, and just a beautiful cover, I thought. So I'll give it a read too as well. I'm not really a romance comic guy, but it was too good to pass up. And this is another one that I always look for the Spire and Barber Christian comics when they're cheap, and this was a good find. Archie, I've never seen this one before. Archie's Parables, and there's a lot going on there. As you can see, planes and rockets and dragons and Archie wearing a trash can, just all kinds of stuff. I have not read it yet, but I bet you these are always good Christian fun there. So I'm trying to complete my Man-Thing run, the second series that started in 79, I think it was. And I found one that I needed. It's a little bit on the rough side, but this also crosses over with the Doctor Strange, I think 40 or 41. So I wanted to read the beginning of that story. For years, I've been wondering where that first part was, and here it is. So I'll be reading this pretty soon. Again, a little bit of a rough shape, but I'll clean it up and I'll get a press and it'll be fine. This was a good find, I thought, for $1. It's a square bound Classics Illustrated special issue of the 10 Commandments. I have the Life of Christ. I'll put a little bit of wheat glue on the spine, and this will be good to go. I did look through some of it. Looks, obviously following the Bible and Genesis, Exodus, etc. So nice to find that. Nice to find that. I've been wanting to see this one ever since I had that Life of Christ one. And I think that's the only one that. So I'm missing, in my collection when I was younger, I cut out some Marvel Valley stamps. I know Mortal Sin here. But I've been slowly recouping those issues. And here's one that I needed, Avengers 130. Again, you know, a little bit on the dirty side, but I'll clean this guy up. But it does indeed have the value stamp. Let me just show you, just so you can see that, yeah, that the dirty deeds I did when I was in my early teens have haunted me, but I am going to try to redeem myself. There is Dr. Octopus. I'm probably missing, I don't know, 15 or so issues at this point, maybe not even that many, with the stamp cut out. No big ones, I don't believe, though. No expensive ones. Again, I finished up my Silver Surfer 1 through 85 or something. I found number 53, which I was missing. These are a dollar. By the way, this was a $2 one. I remember this one. This was a $2 one. Okay, and this was $1 for sure. I remember the vendor there. So, you know, nothing special, but, you know, for $1, I finally finished that. You know, the first 85 issues of that run. May go above that. We'll see. Here's a Commandy I didn't have, number 22. Some good Kirby action here. And these were $1, that's for sure. And here's another $1 find, Beetle Bailey complimentary copy. I believe this is number 73 or so. And then I believe this was a Armed Forces or Cerebral Palsy giveaway. There were two different types. This is number 73. And it does say published, special edition published especially for Cerebral Palsy Association. I think you can see that right down there. Yeah. So, okay. So good to see that. You got the ring, military ring ads in the back. So I'm not sure if those are two distinct ones. This is the complimentary copy. This one here, I do have a few others. But this is I've never actually was able to track this one down, so I was so glad to see that one there. Okay, then the next few, by the way, there's 4 other issues you're not going to see. You'll have to see those on Cover Slingers because they're the ones with the archery themes, okay? So I have 4 more, plus one I also sent Rob, which I mailed out today. You're not going to see that one here, too. Hopefully, he'll show it in his video at some point. So I really enjoy these IW reprints, Israel Waldman, they're unauthorized reprints. And when I find these for cheap, I buy them. And these are not the most, you know, highly sought after comics, but 1958, as you see, no comics code. These are Pee Wee Pixies. This is number 1. And I believe later it was reprinted and it's the same cover and the whole bit, just number 8, number 10, things like that. And here we have Sharpie Fox, number 1. Same deal here. Looks like that rabbit is getting the best of the fox in this case. Same thing, 1958 reprint. And this is a good find, I thought. It's kind of a space, well, almost exiting into space, exiting the atmosphere. Super Brat number 2. As you can see, he has his bubble helmet there, and he's riding a rocket. So escape velocity there. So again, I just like to find those. I'll give those a read. They're generally, you know, not the best comics, but. And then finally, we have Comics Teach Measurements and Geometry. And this was part of a educational series done by King Comics. I do have this issue, but again, this is going to be going on to a community member, part of a trade. So that's it. That's all I picked up, other than those 4 archery comics and the one that I'm sending to Rob. I'm sending him various comics. We're working a trade, and I also bought some on his claim sale on Saturday. I'll leave his link below too. If you listen, if you want some comics and you're not so picky about condition, you never know what you'll find in his claim sales. $2 shipped. You can't beat that with a stick. You just can't. I mean, I went to these, and most of these were $1, yeah, but I had to pay for gas and entry fee of $5. So when you consider all that, $2 shipped is a major league bargain. So definitely show up on Saturdays, 12:45 Eastern, over at Cheap Comic Collectors channel, and you're going to get some bargains and some good stuff. I've gotten already a bunch of good stuff that I've been looking for. Alrighty, buddy, I'm out of here. Hope to see you on Saturday, Gray Man's channel, and before that on Cheap Comic Collectors claim sale. Be kind to each other, be blessed, and be back.